Coach, you've been at UTSA for 2 years now, 2 successful seasons, 6 win seasons. What are you going to do to carry that success into next year?
I think we have to build on where we left off at. I thought each year we got better. We put ourselves in position to be bowl qualified. Our team grew from top to bottom. I think this year is a pivotal part of our growth process as we continue to move toward competing for that conference championship, which has been elusive for us the last 2 years.
You have Marcus Davenport with the Saints.
Yeah.
Dalton Sturm with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You've lost some big talent. How do you replace that talent and continue to win games?
I think from a defensive standpoint, you ask several guys to perform their roles to the best of their ability. It's very difficult to replace a Marcus Davenport, and so I couldn't tell you we have Marcus Davenport yet again, but I think collectively as a unit, the defensive line, which is an experienced group, we return those interior guys. The guy that played opposite from him, Eric Banks, comes to bear himself. We have some young, talented young men. I think as a group, those guys will put us in position to get the same production where one may not be in double-digit sacks, but as a unit, we can still be there and get the same amount of production out of the group.
How has spring training gone?
Yeah, it was good, so that brings us to the Dalton Sturm piece, because we had to replace the quarterback in regard to that. Frank Harris, who was probably the leader going into or coming out of spring at the back end, unfortunately had an injury that will not have him available for this season. So we had 2 other young men on campus that did a good job, and we'll bring 2 more in, a high school prospect or signee, as well as a junior college or a Division I transfer, DJ Gillens from SMU. And so we feel that we'll have enough able bodies to be able to compete, to give us the best opportunity to win some games.
So it sounds like you filled those gaps. Are there any other gaps that need filled going into next season?
When you look at us in the back in our secondary defensively, I think we're as talented, if not more talented, than we've ever been, but very youthful. So that group will have to grow up fast. I think from an offensive standpoint, we have some talented young receivers yet again, but not a lot of them are battle-tested, but gifted with a skill set. And so, game experience will be the best teacher in that regard to allow those guys to be at their best.
I know the wind, Coach. It's all in my hair, but
that's better.
It's better?
Good.
Looking further into the 2018 season, what do you say to your fans?
Yeah, a lot to be excited about. I think this program is ready to come full circle and really present itself at its best team. Some areas that are young, but guys that have worked diligently and that have put this team on the cusp of competing for a conference championship, and this just may be the year. I think it may be.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're watching Sports2Nite, San Antonio's only nightly 30-minute sportscast with exclusive sports coverage you won't find anywhere else.